What's up guys, it's Mackie Ninja and we got another great Demon Slayer video for you today. We're going to be talking about the one and only Yoriichi Tsugikuni, the original Demon Slayer. We're going to talk about his backstory as well as his link to Tanjiro. And if you guys can make sure to hit that like and subscribe button so you don't miss on my future content. Yoriichi grew up alongside his twin brother Michikatsu, who would be later known as Kokoshibo. Yoriichi had a difficult life right from the beginning. He was born as a twin, which during the Sengoku period that was considered a bad omen, along with having an odd birthmark on his forehead. So his father had declared that he would kill him. However, at the time his mother begged his father not to kill him and instead agreed to send him to a temple once he reached the age of 10. For most of Yoriichi's childhood, he did not speak and was consistently seen with his mother supporting her left side. His mother crafted him Hanafuda charm earrings, the same ones that Tanjiro wears, in the hope that it would help Yoriichi and give him the ability to speak. When Yoriichi turned 7, and after watching Michikatsu practice to become a samurai, Yoriichi spoke his first words, declaring that he wanted to be a samurai just like his brother. And within that same day, one of the men that had been training Michikatsu to become a samurai invited Yoriichi to learn some stances with him. Yoriichi quickly flew into action and was able to land multiple blows on the trainer, and this shocked Michikatsu. This event showed that Yoriichi's birthmark granted him incredible physical prowess and the ability to see bodies of living things in transparency. Shortly after this, Yoriichi's mother passed away from her illness, and at this point Yoriichi ran away from home. After running straight for one day and one night without any sign of exhaustion into the mountains, Yoriichi met a girl named Yuta, whose family had just died. After Yoriichi talked with Yuta for a great bit, he chose to stay with her and he ended up living with her for 10 years. And at that point, that's when Yoriichi and Yuta decided to get married and form a family. And shortly after that, Yuta became pregnant. Just before the expected arrival of Yoriichi's child, he left home to go summon a midwife. On his way, he found an old man that needed help. After helping the man, he realized that he had spent a great deal of time and decided to summon the midwife the next day. Yoriichi arrived home by sunset, and when he walked into the foot of his home, he saw Uta and his unborn child were killed by a demon. Yoriichi was struck with shock, in so much that he held her corpse in his arms for 10 days straight and buried them after that. At this point, Yoriichi decided that he would join the Demon Slayer Corps. During Yoriichi's time in the Demon Slayer Corps, he tries teaching others sun breathing, but they're unable to learn it. So he looks at the individuals and adapts to their abilities and teaches different breathing forms such as water, wind, flame, stone, and thunder breathing. Soon after joining the Demon Slayer Corps, Yoriichi encounters Muzan, the progenitor demon and the mortal enemy of the Demon Slayers, who is also accompanied by Tomeo. Muzan begins to state that he has lost interest in swordsmen completely, especially for the ones who only employ breathing techniques. And within that moment, Yoriichi combines all of his forms into a single attack, cutting through all of Muzan's heart, completely overpowering Muzan. Yoriichi then quickly moved in to perform one last final move to kill Muzan. But at that moment, he heard a sound of teeth crackling as Muzan's body began to burst into hundreds of small pieces. Yoriichi was completely caught off guard. It was only able to destroy 1,500 of the total 1,800 pieces, which unfortunately Muzan was able to escape. After Yoriichi fails to kill Muzan, he returns to the Demon Slayer camp, which is then greeted by all the members, who inform him that his brother Michikatsu, who has now become the upper one demon, Kokoshibo, has betrayed the Demon Slayer Corps and sentenced him to be killed. However, the Oyakata at the time said that Yoriichi would then just leave in banishment. Now that Yoriichi had been banished from the Demon Slayer Corps, he decided to see his good friend Simiyoshi, who he had met earlier in his life and saved him from a demon attack. While Yoriichi spends his time with Simiyoshi and his family, he explains his story and everything he's been through, while also performing the sun-breathing forms, which Simiyoshi would watch very carefully and say that Yoriichi looked more of a spirit rather than a human. On Yoriichi's last visit to Simiyoshi, he gave him his Hafunda earrings. And with this, Simiyoshi realized that this was going to be the last time he would see Yoriichi. Simiyoshi was overcome with emotion and called out to Yoriichi as he walked away, telling him that he was a man of great worth, and also remind him that he had promised to preserve the sun-breathing forms through his descendants, meaning Tanjiro and his father. And with this comment, Yoriichi turns around and smiles brightly to the Kamados and waves them farewell. From this point on, Yoriichi would live the rest of his time out still hunting demons and would live well into his 80s, where his last encounter would be with his brother Kokoshibo, and he would die mid-fight. And for a long time, there would not be a demon slayer able to perform sun-breathing techniques until Tanjiro Kamado comes to the story. Alright, if you guys like this video, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button so you don't miss out on my future Demon Slayer content. Until next time.